Hello, everybody. Welcome back to JumpX podcast, episode number 21. Here with my special guest, Austen Young.
Austen Young, yes. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to the podcast. We're going to learn all about jumping higher. So,
Everything under the umbrella of jumping higher, athleticism, everything like that. Before we get into the podcast, I will say, if you want to be coached by myself and Austen, fully periodized programming, WhatsApp support, video calls for some of the people who have a certain kind of plan.
yeah,
We basically take you through your whole vertical jump journey. We're here as like your buddy. Any questions you have, you ask us.
coaches.
Coaches, yeah.
Yeah. Guarantee results in your first 30 days or your money back as well. At the moment, we are above 90% full right now.
92.
So I reckon in the next 2 weeks, we're going to be completely full. So if you guys are on the edge of signing up, send us a message right now, podcast, so you guys don't miss out on a spot. And yeah, without further ado, we'll jump into today's topic, which is common mistakes jumpers make in their journey.
And basketball players, we'll jump under there as well.
Basketball players as well, sure.
Yeah, like basketball / jumping athletes. So first one, what do we have? We have, we probably touched on this a lot of times, but it's too much basketball. Now, when I say too much basketball, I don't mean playing 2 domestic games a week and one, or like state basketball game a week. I mean, like, you're doing all of that, you're doing all your trainings, and then on top of that, you'll play like pick up 3 times a week for 6 hours. It's like we're laughing, but like we do see it. That's the thing.
Even so, if you want to prioritize your vertical and make that your main sole goal, then even 3 times is too much.
Yeah.
To be honest, if your main priority is like to jump higher, and you purely want to focus on that, I wouldn't recommend more than 1 time a week. But obviously, if you love basketball and you're just a basketball player, at the same time, you just want to get more athletic and improve your vertical a little bit, then 2-3 times, like, that's something you can work around and still improve your vertical jump. But it comes down to your goals at that point in time. Yeah.
Yeah, if you're not trying to jump high or anything and you just want to play basketball, go ahead, play as much as you want. But even then, it's like there's still injury risk. And there's actually a lot of research that shows that you kind of get to a point, if you're like super fatigued and you're just like putting up shit shots, doing shit practice, it's not intense, like you're going at 50, 60%, you're not actually getting anything from it. It's just like mindless reps.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like I played basketball my whole childhood, right? And sometimes I've gone back and thought, I should be a better jumper than I was. But the issue is I was playing basketball so much, but I was never actually like practicing jumping with any sort of max intent. There was always layups and all that sort of stuff. The only time might have been rebounds, but it wasn't like that frequent enough.
Once, twice.
And it wasn't like true max intent all the time as well.
You were like a full approach and everything like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's probably why you didn't run into knee pain. One of the potential reasons.
Yeah.
You didn't do any max jumping.
Yeah, although my loading was fucked at some points. Like, the amount of basketball I was playing.
I bet.
But, I think it was just because I was so light and weak at the same time.
Young.
Yeah, and young.
Still growing, probably, so.
Exactly. But, too much basketball, right? So, it's hard to improve your vertical if you're playing too much basketball. It's just so much load on your body. And then it doesn't leave much room to actually train.
Play with.
Yeah, exactly.
You've only got so many recovery points in a day.
Exactly.
So we can think of Austin's, I don't know, what is it, 3 liters? 3 liter water bottle, whatever it is.
Yeah, 2 liters right there.
This is your recovery for the day. All right. So they
can see it. Yeah.
Okay. So say just everyday stresses, school, work, anything like that. That might fill up like a third, and that takes from recovery. So just being stressed in general can mess your recovery up. Another third might be playing basketball. But now you're playing like an extra game every week because you got selected for another team. So it adds a little bit more, more. You add training on top of that, you might overflow the water. And then that's when you get either overtrained or injured. So you got to keep in mind that every day there's only so much you can actually recover from. So, you go and do like 20 sets of bench or whatever, you're not really going to get any more benefit than doing like 5 sets. Because at that point, you're just destroying yourself for no reason. Getting low quality stimuli.
Yeah, you can build up over time how much volume you can handle, but there's still a limit.
Yes. You
can build up your recoverable
We can make your bottle
volume.
bigger.
Yeah, you can make your bottle bigger,
Yeah. Like for myself, I got like when you go to the shops and you buy those like big, like ones for the offices, those big water things.
Mm-hmm.
That's like mine, but it started at like a little teacup, like just doing the jump session. It made me
Yeah.
sore. Like when was the last time you got sore from like just dunking by itself?
Oh,
I don't mean like knee pain sore. I mean like muscular
I don't
soreness.
remember.
Yeah,
Like actually, like like I know like
like
DOMs.
DOMs. Yeah,
Like nah,
DOMs,
I don't
DOMs.
remember.
Yeah.
I don't remember. Yeah.
Mine would have been when my vertical shot up in like 2020, 2019.
Yeah. I feel like I have to
Yeah.
jump like it's stupid crazy amount to actually get sore from jumping
I
now.
reckon it'd be a combination of like, I think you'll have it at dunk camp because you'll be doing a lot of jumping. It'll be the most output you've ever had because you'll be jumping high because you'll be deloaded plus adrenaline. And you'll be able, yeah.
Maybe.
Even then,
Mm,
if your recovery's fucked as well, that will also play a factor into how sore you get. Oh, I actually learned this thing a couple of days ago. You know when you get sore from DOMs, it's not because of the muscles getting broken. It's like the hormones that come with it. Because otherwise you would feel it instantly, wouldn't you? If it was actually the muscles getting torn. I was like, that's true.
very interesting.
Yeah. Anyway, next point.
Delayed onset muscle soreness. But
Yeah.
yeah, next point. Only
Rimming.
low rim dunking. Now, low rimming is a very powerful tool. Something I definitely need to do more in my own personal training.
Yes.
And it can get you very good at dunking quickly
Yes.
because you can actually practice hitting dunks properly, right? But the problem with it is if you're only low rim dunking, right, you're not going to be driving enough intent with your jump sessions, right? That's where it's important to incorporate full height jump sessions, even if you're close to dunking or somewhat close,
Doesn't matter.
or it doesn't matter, because that's going to help drive more intent. And driving that intent is one of the best things you can do to improve your vertical, right? So if you're close to dunking or anything like that, then having those 10-foot, 9-11, not even 9-10 sessions,
Yeah.
very, very important as well. You know, you want to have a combination of both.
Because when you're doing trick dunks on low rings, you might feel like you're on, full effort. You're swinging your arms up, you're trying to like put it through your legs or whatever. But when it comes to like strictly just jumping as high as you can, like maximum vertical, no matter what, you're never going to be able to do a maximum jump on a trick dunk because you're worrying about putting it between your legs, behind your back, worried about spinning. Nothing will beat the stimuli of going up and just like jumping as high as you can, trying to go for a lob that you can't reach. If you can't dunk, going for just like a dunk itself. If you can't touch the rim, trying to touch the rim, whatever it may be, depending on your level. Just going for something that's almost out of reach is going to be the best thing.
Yeah,
So,
100%.
I'm not saying low rimming shit because it has its place.
No, yeah, 100%.
And
that leads us into our next point, which is, I guess, a little bit
opposite.
Pardon?
It's like the opposite.
Yeah, it's like the opposite, but a little bit going against what we just said, but not really at the same time, is not low rim dunking, right? So
this is really applicable to people who are trying trick dunks.
Yes.
And they jump. Say you're touching like 10-8.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll say 10-8, and you're trying to hit your first windmill. That's the stage where if you try and rep it out on 10, you're gonna have a hard time trying to hit your first windmill because you're not quite close enough yet to where it can be like a good rep. That's where you go to like a little bit of low rim and rep it out on that.
Well, yeah.
And then you start jumping higher. Oh, it's for easy.
It's like applicable to where I am currently at with my East Bay. Doing a 9-9 session for me and just practicing East Bays will be crazy beneficial for me. Even just doing one session, that'll open up a doorway into being way more likely to hit it on like 9-11, like 10 foot.
Yeah.
So just those extra few inches lower, like if you're close to hitting a dunk like that, just getting the feel of how to hit it,
Yeah.
Super beneficial, right? And yeah, like you said, doing those crazier trick dunks that you don't really have any idea what you're doing yet, and you're kind of going through that baby giraffe phase, low rimming it. Yeah, that's very important for those things.
Yeah.
Even for yourself, like doing a 9-9 session for you, but just practicing under both.
Yeah.
I think that'll transcend your progression.
I like that word.
Yeah.
Transcend.
Into hitting it under both. Yeah, it won't count because it's not 9-11
unless
plus.
Yeah.
Right? But it's a
fitness
good
dunkers.
step in the right direction and it's going to motivate you.
Yeah.
because sometimes it can be demoralizing trying to hit a dunk as well
Yeah.
for ages, you know, and not being able to hit it, right? But
Yeah.
if you're like progressing the rim up slowly over the months, oh, I hit it on 9.8 this week. Oh, 2 weeks later, oh, I hit it on 9.9. Then you hit it on 9.10 a couple months later. You know what I mean? It's motivating because it's progress and you can see the progress.
Yeah. I
You
think
know?
motivation's a good one.
Yeah.
Like, for myself, and maybe for you a little bit, we're a bit like psycho. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, if I miss it for 2 years straight, like I'll keep trying it.
Yeah.
And we both, like, for my under both and you're between the legs, we're at that point where we can make it. It's just a matter of actually putting it in.
Yeah,
Like, we both back from
but
it so many times.
yeah, but I feel like I need to do a 9.9 session.
Just in like,
9.10 or 9.9.
yeah.
I feel like I need to. At
Yeah.
least just one or two,
Mm.
you know? So, but anyways, next point, just doing plyos, right? Just doing plyos.
Especially basketball players,
Bro, like, fuck, everyone I talk to, man, just when they started their journey, oh, what are you doing right now? Oh, I'm doing 100 fucking pogo jumps a day and
20 hours of basketball
two
per
million,
second.
20 million fucking squat jumps
Nice.
3 times a week. And, oh, yeah, I'm not doing any strength work. You know, like, that's, bruh.
And my knees hurt.
Yeah, I got knee pain.
Fuck me, right?
Like, yeah, you might see some results quickly in the first month from doing that, right? But
Yeah.
you're going to plateau and you're not going to get anywhere. And if you actually want to transform your athleticism and actually graduate to freak status in terms of vertical jump, in the long run, you need to strength train.
Yeah.
You need to lift some heavy shit. So,
Get stronger.
yeah.
That's also another.
And this guy's the walking poster boy for that. How much do you squat, bro?
What, back squat?
Yeah.
My back squat is 195. I don't know what it is in pounds. Like, let's just say 420 pounds. 195 kilos.
Yeah, 195 and you're getting your head above the rim
Yeah.
at 5'11".
Although that 195 was ages ago.
Exactly.
I
So,
don't even back
so
squat
you're probably
anymore.
stronger now.
Yeah.
So you're probably over 200. Theoretically. Probably not
yeah,
right
we'll
now
never
because you
know.
haven't back squatted properly
Yeah.
heavy in ages. But you have that potential there to squat over 200.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I weigh 77, 78 kilos,
That's
which is
fucking-
like 170 pounds? Roughly
Yeah.
170 pounds?
That's crazy. All right. Yeah. Next point.
The opposite, again, doing too much
Yes,
squatting. Or not
yes.
squatting, but just only doing strength work.
Only doing strength work.
Yeah,
Right.
that's a rabbit hole.
Yeah.
You see people go down.
Yeah. You
So-
need, yeah. Like, because there's plenty of people that are very strong, like, you know, squatting all sort of numbers, Tom, but
Don't jump high.
fucking can't dunk or can't jump high,
Powerlifters, bro.
you know?
Yeah.
So that's where jumping, sprinting, plyometrics, they're very important as well. You need both
Yeah.
in the recipe of jumping high.
RFD is, at the end of the day, going to give you the best.
Yeah, doesn't matter, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how much force you can produce.
If you do it
Can't
over
produce
10
it-
years,
if you-
I
yeah.
don't care.
If you can't produce it fast enough, you're not going
Yeah.
to utilize that potential properly when you're jumping.
Yeah.
And you're essentially wasting your potential.
Yeah.
Is the simplest way to put it.
I was just thinking, like, I remember I forgot to say something when we're talking about plyos. Now, this is, well, obviously, box jumps aren't plyos. I'll put this out there right now. If you say you do box jumps, it's technically not a plyo.
Oh, yeah.
But I'll see this all the time, where people will go and they'll play basketball for 3 hours, they'll dunk after their training or their game for like an hour, just, doing max jumps. And then they'll go to the gym and they'll do box jumps.
Yeah. Like, okay, so here's
Tipping water into a pond,
here's a perfect analogy for that, right? It's like, yeah, you're literally, pouring water into the fucking ocean.
Yeah, good job, man.
Yeah. Like it's a waste of time.
You're addressing the same quality, basically.
Exactly.
So,
Exactly.
I just wanted to touch on that.
And it's a worse quality as well.
It's shit.
Yeah.
Like, we were talking about this before the podcast.
Yeah.
We only would ever give it to you if, your jump technique needs work or you're new to jumping.
Extremely
skill.
new.
Extremely new.
Yeah.
Like giraffe. Like, you look like
Yeah.
a giraffe when you jump.
Yeah. As a progression with the harder.
Or if you got knee pain. It's a knee pain progression.
Yeah,
Because
exactly.
it eliminates the landing.
Exactly. So there's we're not saying box jumps are useless. They're a tool that can be utilized at certain times, right? But like anything, you got to know when to use it, how to use it, and for most of you, it's a waste of time.
Motherfuckers actually be like, I'm doing box jumps to protect my knees and absorb the landing. But little do I know that they've played basketball for 10 hours like the
Yeah.
day before. Oh,
Yeah.
but I need to protect my knees.
Yeah.
So, next point. What do we have? We've got gesture strength work, flexibility, mobility, flexibility.
Yeah. Not stretching, not doing any sort of flexibility, mobility work. You know, that's a big one. You don't want to just be tight as fuck and restricted as fuck through your hips, through all those joints, right? Because that can lead to compensations if you're ever tight, restricted through your hips. That can lead to compensations in your knees and your ankles, all that, which
Injuries.
can lead to injury as well.
Yeah.
Can limit the positions you need to enter as well that are necessary to actually jump high.
Yeah.
More specifically of 2 foot. Being tight actually for 1 foot jumpers can actually be beneficial.
You don't really need to be that flexible to jump on 1
Yeah,
foot.
so it's a bit different if you're 1
Yeah.
foot, but even then, like you still want to.
Just for health reasons, man.
Exactly.
Like, again, if you're playing basketball, yeah, you don't need to necessarily, for 1 foot jumping, be that flexible. But for basketball, you don't always choose where you're going. Sometimes you'll get pushed or you'll fall in a certain way. And if you have shit mobility, that will actually cause an injury. Like, think about if you just were to stand up right now and, like, flick your leg to your head. Yeah, your hamstring might pull. You're going to feel something, like, not feel right. So
Yeah, exactly.
you have a little bit more, like, room to give. And, that's a little bit more of a comfortable position to be in. You're less likely to get hurt in that position. Again, we've been doing this whole podcast where we'll say something and we'll be like, oh, but also the opposite, don't do that. So, again, for flexibility, there is such thing as too flexible. Now, if you look at, what's it called, like gymnasts, they're stupid flexible. But I don't think any gymnasts have a 50-inch vert.
Exactly.
People will be like, oh, yeah, they do.
Like, okay, can you
flipping, but
can
it's
you be
because
like,
fucking things like trampoline.
yeah, can you be like hypermobile and still jump high? Yeah, there's people out there
Sure.
that are, you know what I mean? But generally for most people, like you look at the highest jumpers in the world, the best dunkers in the world, they're not hypermobile.
It ranges from people to people as well. Like,
Hey?
like people's flexibility that they find comfortable just having from everyday life would vary people to people, person to person. Like for myself, I can really, we use the hamstrings for example, I can really only touch my toes if I'm like super warm and I've just done like RDLs or something.
Yeah, like I feel like every jumper should be able to touch their toes, even if they're cold.
Yeah, right. Fuck.
I feel
Really?
yeah.
And you're like 6'10".
Like
bro.
maybe the first toe touch I won't be able to, but after like 3 attempts I'll be able to touch it. Yeah. You know what I mean? But I feel like that's a standard you should strive for, and if you can't touch your toes, then what the fuck are you doing? Like, come on, like, So I feel like there's standards people should strive towards, but once you reach those standards, there's not much point going any further. It's not really gonna do anything further for you.
And flexibility is easy as fuck to maintain. Like I'd say it's even easier than strength to maintain.
Like I need to do at the moment exactly. I don't really like, to be honest. I do fuck all like flexibility work at the moment because I just maintain it in my warm ups now.
Yeah, you go because you're in those positions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I used to. There was a period where I was spending like 30 minutes doing stretching because I knew I needed to work on it. But like right now I don't. So I don't need to. I just maintain what I have.
You said standards before.
Yeah.
Like flexibility standards. I'd say one. We're talking about hamstring a lot, but for like quad and hip, especially like the rec fem, is the couch stretch. Like if you can't get into the couch stretch position, like with your leg fully up on the wall, like vertical like that, I'd say that's something you need to work towards.
That's a red flag. That's a red flag.
Yeah, I feel like it's a good standard to have though.
Yeah.
Don't just go and do this cold, by the way. Like, and check yourself. Like, always like make sure you're flooding your muscles.
Yeah, it takes a lot of time to build flexibility. You need to do it slowly over time and be patient and not try to rush it and force it too much.
Don't just jam it into the wall.
Yeah, you don't want to be like jamming the fuck out of your muscles and joints and all that into positions they're not ready for. Yeah, and that was a crazy voice crack.
I've never seen that from you, bro.
But yeah,
bro's 26. He's having voice breaks.
Yeah,
that's crazy, man.
Yeah, bro.
He's going through puberty still.
Yeah.
Sleep is our next one.
Yeah, welcome to the JumpX podcast, guys. Yeah. No, but yeah. Anyways, sleep.
That's you in your Halo days, bro. That's probably how you sounded.
Huh?
That's how you would have sounded in your Halo days. Every second sentence you had voice break.
No, bro. My voice has been deep since I was like 15.
Wait, when did you play Halo?
I've been playing Halo since I was like 6.
What the fuck? Bro's Halo fan.
Yeah, I haven't played it in years though. But anyways, because I'd rather level up in life than a video game. But anyways, topic for another day.
I was gonna say we should. I was literally thinking about that when I was like, driving here. I'm like, podcast topics. I was like, either this one or like how video games can be like.
It's like,
toxic.
okay, fuck it. I'm gonna go on a tangent right now.
Go.
Fuck it. Would you rather drive a Ferrari in fucking Forza Horizon 5 or drive a Ferrari in real life? You know?
Very extreme comparison, but that's the point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I know which
Yeah.
one I'm fucking picking, so.
I'm picking
But-
GTA 5, bro.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You're not even driving the real cars, bro. You're in fantasy land,
Yeah,
brother.
yeah.
So, anyways.
GTA physics, bro.
Anyways, next topic, sleep.
Yeah.
Sleep. Yeah, that's fucking huge, man. Sleep, man. I cannot stress how important sleep is, man. Like don't even. I'm not even gonna like do the talking around now. Go listen to a audio book called "Why We Sleep" by Matthew. Can't remember his last name, but it's "Why We Sleep" by Matthew someone, and he's just basically dedicated his entire life to the science and research of sleep, and I learned so much from listening to that book. It's so very, very interesting. One very interesting topic is we're actually genetically dispositioned to sleep and wake times. So you know how some people 9 hours, some people go to bed quite early.
Yes.
That was actually a survival thing for us back in our more primitive days.
Of like night watch and shit.
Yes.
Yes.
So then someone would stay up late, be awake, watch over everyone, right? To make sure there's no one, the tigers or anything freaking coming to kill everyone.
Yeah.
Right? And then when that person, because that person's staying up later, staying up during the night, and then they go to bed later, the person that went to bed earlier obviously wakes up, and then there's always someone awake.
Yeah.
So
That's cool.
because for myself, I've never been the type of person that could just go to bed at like 8 friggin' p.m.
Guess you're the night watch.
Yes.
I'm the opposite.
Yeah.
I'm early.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like, as I've gotten older, it's gotten easier, right? So, like, right now, I'll probably fall asleep at like 11:30, and then wake up at
late.
yeah, and then wake up at like
7:30.
7:30, 7:30, right, sort of thing, right? But back when I was younger, it was like 2 a.m. and then 11 a.m., like 2, 3 a.m. Like when I was a teenager, it was like really late. But as I've gotten older, I've gotten better, but it's still late. Like can't go to bed early by any means.
And even that, relating back to the whole video game thing, like if you're going to bed at 2, 3 in the morning, waking up midday, that's not very good for like long-term health for one, but just like in terms of your general life, like having a job, doing like the things you want to do. Like it's not efficient doing that, is it?
Here's the thing, right? There's a counter argument for that. If you're a creative person and you spend a lot of time doing deep work at home,
well, that's different.
It's more. It's actually, I would argue, it's a little bit more beneficial to do it at night time when everyone's asleep, because everyone's asleep. There's no interruptions. You're not getting messages on your phone. The world is silent, gone. So if you're one of those people that's like doing that, needs to do that sort of deep work, where you can't have the distractions, nighttime can be better for that. So there's a counter argument. You could argue you could be more productive.
Yeah.
But it just depends on the person and the individual.
Well, if you're in a job where you need to be like going to meetings and shit, like every day, usually meetings happen from like 9 in the morning to like midday. It's like the start. So if you're going to bed at 2, 3 in the morning, you're going to miss out on those.
But then there's another counter argument for that again. If you're the type of person to go to bed at like 7 p.m. and then wake up at like 3 a.m., everyone's still asleep. Most people still asleep, and then that's more of a chance to get deep work done then, too.
Yeah.
So it just really depends on you.
Yeah.
There's no one size fits all.
It's really
the whole thing of you need to wake up at 4 or 5 a.m. to be successful. No, you fucking don't.
Oh, who? Yeah.
No, you fucking don't.
I see that.
As long as you get your fucking work done, what's it?
Well, and your sleep.
Who gives a fuck what time you wake up?
Yeah. As long as you get your
Yeah.
It varies from people to people, like how much sleep you need, but I reckon like 8 hours is a good thing to strive for.
It depends. Like if my CNS is super fucked,
I do like 10 sometimes.
Yeah, I'm like sleeping like 9. You know what I mean? But like most nights, honestly, I'm sleeping like 7. Just being real. Like, that's
Yeah.
just like, I don't wake up to an alarm. That's just when my body wakes me up. So,
You might need more sleep now, bro. You're still going through puberty. You might need to
yeah.
feel growth, but
Yeah.
bro's going to 7'3".
Yeah, so
Yeah.
get rid of those voice cracks.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
So we got
Finally get some leg hairs.
leg hairs.
Yeah.
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 But I'm the one who needs the fucking facial hair.
What do you mean, bro? Look at that dirty mo right now.
Yeah, this I've been growing since I was 20, bro. I'm 22 now. I haven't shaved it once.
Yeah.
Oh, I've been cursed with the.
Guess how long I've been growing this?
Like 2 weeks.
Like 3 days.
That's.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
You just maintain it though.
Yeah,
you
I
just
never
maintain
shaved
it. Yeah.
No, but if I was to go like clean shave, like to this, yeah, maybe 2 weeks.
Have I ever seen you clean shaved?
No, you never will. I hate it.
Fuck.
I hate it. No.
How about when we first met? No, you still had a beard then, but you had a buzz cut. Bro, that was an interesting haircut.
Anyways.
Yeah. Over
Sleep.
jumping.
Yeah, well, over jumping. Yes, that's a big one. I feel like this is something everyone knows. You know, it's not really something we need to deep dive into.
Kind of like we were saying before, with just like the.
It's kind of like a no shit thing, but people still do it. I guess the hard part about it is obviously jumping is addicting, right?
Yep.
And you need to be very disciplined to not over jump. Right, you need to know your limits as well, right? Like I'm gonna say this though, the stronger you get your quads and lower body, the more you can get away with over jumping before you run into knee pain.
Yeah.
But there's still a limit.
You just gotta progress it slow, man.
Yeah.
Just can't jump into things too fast.
Mm-hmm.
Like we've noticed that with Riley.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't know how bad his knee pain was, but it was up there as one of the worst I've seen.
Mm-hmm.
And now he can have volleyball sessions, he can have dunk sessions, he can have strength sessions, all in the same week. He has zero knee pain. And this is only like, what, 3 months after it was really bad?
Yep.
So, yeah, that's just really goes to show, like, if you really regress it, like, nicely, and then, you know, reintroduce things nice and slow, and in the right way, you can come back and actually be, like, way better than you were, and be able to tolerate more than you ever could.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
Exactly. Yeah, so don't... Well, a big tip there is to make sure you count your jumps, and then add no more than 5 a week, and then I would say 50 to 80 jumps a session, that's enough. You know?
That'd be a long session.
Yeah, so that's a long session too.
That's a long session.
So, but that's if you're not doing anything else other than dunking. If you're playing basketball and stuff, you don't want that long of a session. But anyways, overtraining.
Similar to overjumping.
Yeah. So overtraining, just like doing too much too fast, not building up your volume slowly enough.
Yeah.
You know.
There's levels of overtraining though.
Yeah, and everyone's limit in terms of how much load and training load they can handle will be different. You can increase it slowly over time.
Yep.
But yeah.
It's back to the analogy about the water bottle, filling it up.
Mm-hmm.
Now, there's stages of overtraining. There's like overreaching, which is like the very first stage where it's like, you feel a bit fucked, might not be as strong. But then you go all the way to the end of the continuum. You start getting sick, your dick stops working. You actually lose sleep. It's like weird. Like you're overtrained, but you actually can't sleep. That's like the extreme like side effect. Like your sleep gets fucked because you're overtrained.
I've had that before.
And when you get to that level, it's like, okay, maybe you pull back a little bit.
Yeah.
And this can get like, overtraining can get multiplied by other factors like, you know, if your diet shit, if you're not eating enough, if you've got like additional stresses in your life, just other things like that. So it's not like a linear thing. Like, if I do 3 extra jumps on a day, I'll be this overtrained. Yeah. It's like there's so many things that go into
This is where managing your volume and training load and deloading and doing all these things is very important.
And monitoring.
At the end of the day, that's why we do JumpX.
Yeah.
Because not everyone knows how to do these things, and we handle all these things for you.
Yeah, so you don't have to... There you go, back to the stress thing. So you don't have to stress about it.
Yes.
This is our job, so...
We stress about it for you.
Yeah, but because we know what we're doing, it's not actually that much of a stress, because we know what happens. But imagine if you knew nothing about it, and then you're trying to manage it every day. Mm-hmm. It's going to be... Oh.
Switch the camera back on.
Hello? Okay, we're back.
But yeah, keep talking. Anyways,
That's fucking dad sneeze, bro.
Yeah.
I can't remember what I was saying.
That's okay. Overtraining. Next one, no warm up.
No warm up. Okay.
Not warming up. Not warming up properly. No. The older you get, the more important the warm up is. And as a joke that your dad says to me, every year you get older, you got to add 5 minutes to your
That's
warm
my
up.
joke, bro.
Oh, is it your joke?
Yeah,
Oh,
I created the law for
oh
the
yeah,
dumb shit I
shit.
said.
That's not true, guys. It's just a joke, but
Yeah.
but yeah, the older you get, the more important warming up is.
Yes.
Right. I remember when I was younger playing basketball, I was like, yeah, fuck warm ups. I don't need warm up.
Straight on the court.
Yeah, straight on the court.
Yeah, play.
Yeah, and then as I've gotten older, I'm like, fuck.
You literally can't.
I'm like the warm up guy now.
You've always been a warm up guy though.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it's not just like in terms of, oh, you're gonna jump shit. That's not the reason you warm up. The reason is like so you don't get hurt.
Yeah, and you maximize your performance too.
For the day.
Like a proper warm up will add inches to your vertical jump.
Yeah, it'll give you the best from your body for that day.
1000%.
Yeah.
And reduce your chances of injury, right?
Again, relating back to
So if you want to jump high as you possibly can, and you don't want to get injured, then make sure you warm up. But if you want to get injured and you don't want to jump high, then don't warm up. Simple as that.
And we do that all for you at JumpX.
Yeah.
Like we give you guys warm ups that are suited for you.
We've even posted a free warm up before on Instagram. You have.
Did I?
Yeah, you posted me. Yeah.
There you go.
So there you go, guys. Go check out Tom's page, and there's a free warm up.
Oh yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. Yeah.
And we have a free program as well with a free warm up.
With a free warm up, but
so there you go. But yeah, last point: not periodizing training.
Yeah.
All right. Not implementing the ingredients and everything at the right times, and doing too much of things, doing too little of things. You know.
Things need to be put into a training program at the right time on the right date, because you need to take into account like the different timelines things take to recover from, to detrain from.
Yeah.
All the other factors that are in your life, whether that be work, your sport, whatever.
And that process is so individualized. But just to clarify, periodizing training is just basically how you structure your training over a period of time, right? To put it simply, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that process is so individualized, and that's why we have our full coaching service.
That's why they get the best results.
And that's why we need to limit how many people we're training. That's why we only have like a very little amount of spots left in our full coaching.
Yeah.
Because that stuff takes a lot of thought and time, right? And obviously, you know, we can't help people in the way we want to and properly if we're training too many people. And that's a big reason why we have to limit how many people we coach, right? So then we can handle those things properly for everyone and give everyone we're coaching a proper, like, good service and give them what they need so then they can get the results they actually want.
Well, this is the thing. Every one of our clients has, I guess, their own story. So we know our clients very well. So we've called everyone who we've signed up to JumpX, and we kind of know like their backstory, like how their life works, what their job is, you know, just like the general stresses they'll have in their life. Imagine if we had 362 clients. How hard that would be to remember every single one of theirs like life circumstance when you're writing their program.
I mean, if we had 10 other coaches, it would be possible.
Well,
but we don't.
For us.
Yeah, we don't right now.
It'd be fucked.
Yeah.
So we're getting to that point where it's almost becoming a little bit too much. And that's why we've decided at a certain number, and we're nearly at that number, we're just going to cut it off completely because we're going to get to the point where you're not going to be getting that service that we want you to be getting. The fully individualized coaching where we know everything that you need in specific.
Exactly. Because at the end of the day, like, you know, we genuinely want to help people.
Yeah.
You know? So we want to do it in the best way we possibly can. So...
We're giving you what we didn't have when we first started our journey.
Yeah.
Like, we were doing some whack shit. I was lucky to find THP so early.
Yeah.
So I learned, like, very quickly. But there was, like, a year and a half period. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's, like, embarrassing to think about almost.
Yeah, same with me.
So imagine getting that, like, in your first 3 months of training, hitting yourself instantly before you even start. And then the first training you get is the best training you can ever get.
Yes.
Like, you're speed running.
Yeah.
You're speed running your vertical, bro.
Yeah. I like to use this analogy a lot. You're not taking all the side back streets to your destination. You're taking the fucking freeway, brother.
A highway if you're American.
You're taking the Autobahn for you guys in Europe.
Germany.
Speeding your way to friggin' success. That's the best way I can describe JumpX, and we're so confident saying that because what we do is so individualized.
Hey, if you're from Germany, like, let us know. Tell me what the Autobahn's like.
I was talking to my French client, one of my French clients yesterday, and he was telling me all about it. It was funny, but
Has he been on it?
oh yeah,
Has he been on it?
yeah, yeah.
That's sick.
I think, wait, isn't Germany right next to France?
Yeah.
Yeah. So there you go.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyways, guys, we hope you've taken something away from this podcast and you've learned something. Obviously, if you guys are looking to take your training to the next level and you're looking to transform your athleticism, get on your way to dunking, hitting your first dunk, be that guy that's windmilling in the warm-up line, right?
Or
Send us
East
a message, podcast on the JumpX page. All right. Only very limited spots are left now. All right. So if you guys are on the edge, definitely send us a message ASAP, and we'll get you set up on a call, and we'll get you going from there.
Do you want to be sitting there when we have a full JumpX list, and then you get put into the waiting list, twiddling your thumbs, wondering what to do?
Oh, I wish I signed up, and then you're seeing all these guys get these crazy results.
Hindsight is a bitch.
Exactly.
Don't become an it's bitch.
Exactly.
So yeah.
Exactly.
Send us a message. We'll see you. We'll message you. We'll set up a time to have a call. See what if you're a good fit for the JumpX training. Learn about you, what you need in specific. We'll get to training you. And as we said at the start of the podcast, 30 days, or your money back. Or if you get no progress.
1,000%.
Yeah.
1,000%.
1,000%. Shit. Okay.
1,000, bro.
Yeah.
1,000. But anyways, guys, we'll see you in the next podcast.